Today I'm going to invent something that people have wanted for very long in Minecraft Bedrock and haven't been able to achieve it. Custom NPCs. Now, I don't mean these little NPCs in the eggs that run commands and stuff. Those are great, those are great. But there's a problem with them. People use them now to hack in using Horion client, and so I kind of just don't want them to exist anywhere. And that's a problem if I want custom NPCs. But anyway, they weren't fun, they weren't good, and the main reason why they weren't good is because they don't move around. Like right here, I have my cafe. And I want some NPCs to wander around and just kind of do as they please, like an NPC would do. And let me get my stats out of the way here so you can see me talking. Hey, Sushi. So to make custom NPCs, I am going to use regular mobs. So we're gonna have something like a villager, and what I want is this villager to automatically talk to me and do things like wander around but not disappear or die. Now the next thing I want is to be able to give them things and trade. And I want to do it like piglins, where I hand something and they hand something back. And that would open up a lot of possibilities, particularly for role-playing games. I could create certain NPCs that you would need to have a very specific item. And if you give it to them, they will be like super stoked about it, and they might even say something or do something for you. So this doesn't exist right now, and we're going to make it exist. So I will let you stay here, and I'm going to go figure all of this out. First thing to do is go to my code room. Alright, code room. Now, custom NPCs. This is probably going to get really complicated. I think I should put it over here. Yeah, I get the feeling it's going to be a really tall thing, even for just one of them. So let's see. We're going to start with something to... Hey, my tag didn't go away. Hold on a minute. I guess I wasn't close enough to the button. There we go. Oh. Huh, whoops. Missed my chance. There we go. Alright, the first thing I need is to create a specific NPC, and I've done this before. That's what all this is custom NPCs and stuff. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take a copy of one of these. That's gonna be the easiest way to do this. And rework it into something that I want it to be. Alright, so I've got this. Okay, so we won't worry about summoning this NPC yet. What we're going to do first is we're going to code the NPC's behavior. So let's see. Affect that entity, and the name of this NPC is going to be let's see. How about... Well, first off, let's make their health bar look friendlier. Hey, Mooney. Hey, good boy. Alright, what should their name be? You know what I like? It not being green, because green blends into the grass in the background usually. Alright, that's going to be the color for friendly NPCs. Blue. Actually, let's just do white. Yeah, that's easy to read too. Alright, so the name is going to be... who am I gonna make? Wow, this is trickier than I thought. Peasant. Alright, yeah, we're gonna make some peasants. So all of the peasants are going to need to have an effect. And that effect is going to need to be resistance. And I'm going to make it resistance 10. There's no way anybody is doing damage to the peasants. And that's good because you don't want your custom NPCs dying. Actually, man, I just had an even better idea. So maybe we do want them dying, but we're going to keep this option here anyway. And then the next thing we're going to do is start copying this one. So, okay, so if you don't know, jump on top of something, go clone, tilde, tilde, minus 1, tilde, 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 minus 1, tilde. Then tilde, tilde, tilde. Boom. That's how you clone something right on top of itself. Chain unconditional, always active. I'm going to remove the delay. Alright. Now, we want to give them regeneration. There. With those two commands, they are immortal. So this is going to be NPC defense. And this is going to be NPC reg. So defending and regenerating. Good. Now what? Now I need them to do some really weird stuff. I need them to acknowledge when an item is near them, and then they're going to purchase that item. Now that's a trickier one. And it has to do with spells. So let me look at some of my spells. So this executes something if there's an item in a certain area. That's what I need. Alright. Yeah, I did it in time. Alright, I need to offset it by -1. Yep, there it is. Alright, I will take that. Structure blocks are so useful for moving stuff around that's really small. There. So this one again is going to be a chain. Now execute at alright. So I want it to happen at this thing as the player. I don't need any of this. Execute at entity as at entity now. This is the tricky part. This is really tricky because if I do it wrong, it doesn't work. So I'm going to do it at S for now, but that might need to change. And then what I need to do is if entity at S. Now I think I need R equals 5, comma, name equals, now I need to do my name, the name I created for the peasant. Need to create that section sign for a second, hold on. All right. Name is peasant. I do think I need those parentheses. Maybe not. Next thing I need is peasants to start testing all of this. I don't know what this person wants. They're not typing. All right, peasant. So, I haven't actually made this do anything yet, but these guys should be immortal. Let's do a test of that. It looks like it. Hey, where'd they go? There they are. Yep, okay, he's unkillable. So the code is working. That's good to know. Now, what did I want them to do again? Oh, I didn't finish this. So, I need to be able to give him an item. So the name of the item needs to be... Well, what would peasants want? How about wheat? Wheat. So, if I give wheat to this peasant, he will run scoreboard players add at P R equals 20 money 5. There. So now peasants should be able to buy wheat. This is going to be the end of creative mode options in my world, because this, you'll be able to just spawn wheat. Okay, so he should give me endless money right now because I haven't coded him to pick it up yet. Nothing. Nothing is happening. Tell me why. Execute at entity wheat as at entity r equals 5 comma name equals peasant. Boop boop boop. That should work. I mean, there's most likely some serious bugs with all of this, but it should kind of work. Okay, need more peasants to test. You are all peasants now. They're not giving money yet. My code is non-functional. Unexpected peasant at r equals 5 name. Huh. If entity at entity r equals 5 name equals peasant. That doesn't seem to be wrong. Oh, I forgot one of those. Okay, that should do it. You guys should be giving us money now. Like, too much money. Let me see. Yep, it's working. All right, the money is rolling in. So now I need a limiter on that. And this is what it looks like. Clone the same block, and now execute at the entity. Instead of running this, I run kill at entity type equals item comma name equals wheat in parentheses. Now that'll immediately erase it. But I don't even want there to be an if statement in this. This is like saying if the peasant is still around. And I don't want that. I just want it to happen. I mean, this does need a spatial limiter, or it's just gonna destroy people's wheat no matter where they are in the world. That would mean you couldn't even place wheat down unless I had a limiter. So R equals 20. That makes sense. So now they should consume the wheat when you give it to them. And you know what I need? I need my the thing I turned off. I need this. Now I can see if they actually buy it. So I've got 310, 804. Boom. Yep. It works. There you go. I just coded purchasing and you just saw it. It is so easy. Hey peasant, I got some wheat. Boom. Now I got money. Now people have realized you can sell wheat to the peasants. They probably won't kill them, but I'm still gonna keep that tag on there for now, just for testing. All right, so now we have a purchasing system in here. So this is buy NPC. Okay, let me stick with my system here. NPC buy, and then NPC claim. Those need to exist like that. So now I think I can have wheat over here and it won't disappear. Yeah, that's true. Okay, good. Okay, the next thing is to create some sort of system that allows them to, what else do I really need? I guess they could say something. They should probably say a random set of things. So this is going to be a new item. This is going to be a new repeater. But I need to keep those. I want these tags. So let's take that block up. This one's going to happen every, I don't know, 5 seconds. Repeat. Actually, we need this happening every 15 seconds. All right. Execute at entity. All right. So the entity we're going to execute at is the peasant. As at player, no, at all r equals 7. So if you're within 7 spaces of this peasant, they're gonna talk to you. And what are they going to do? They're going to say... No, wait. How do I do saying? I actually forgot. Whoa. What is this? Oh, I just never built that. I never used the say command, really. I don't know if that's gonna work right. What about tell? Can I say raw? Tell sends private message to one or more players. Tell? Yeah, oh, this is the one I need. Okay, here we go. Run. Tell at all r equals. Wait, no. I just tell at s because it already knows who to tell. Run. Tell at s. What did I make their color again? This. No, it's just regular. Peasant. There we go. Peasant. Dun dun dun. Now he's gonna say something. So what'll the peasant say? There we go. Let's try that. Now, I don't want him to just say one thing, but yeah, we're gonna stick with that. So if I hang out with you for like 15 seconds, you should say something. I'm not gonna spend all that time though. I'm gonna make sure this works. Repeat unconditional, active. Let's do it every second or so. Okay, talk my ear off, man. That's what you should be doing. No, nothing. Nothing at all. At entity. Wait, R equals 5. That doesn't make any sense. That's from a different code. Whoops. That doesn't work. Huh. It's telling that it's coming from me and stuff. I need tell raw, don't I? That would make more sense. Well, now it's just not working. So how's tell raw differ? Oh, tell raw differs a lot. Oh no. Okay, we gotta go get my tell raw commands. Actually, wait a minute. Let me check one thing first. Yeah, no, I don't have them anywhere. We gotta grab them from over here. Alright, this will be pretty easy. The hardest part is I'll have to rewrite my peasant code piece, but that's really nothing compared to this. All right. Oh, so let's rewrite all of this. Alright, it's just gonna be L. And then that. That. I'll give you 5 CC for some wheat. Homie. There we go. Alright. And repeat that. And oh my gosh, it's just gonna tell the closest person that. No, don't repeat that. Wait. It's gonna have to be at S. And then I'm gonna need the run command. Alright. Execute at as at entity. Name equals peasant. Parentheses. Execute as at all r equals 7. There, so now they should say that to anybody who gets near them. Peasant, talk to me, man. Talk to me. Nothing. Repeat unconditional. Oh, needs redstone. Okay, gotta fix that. Okay, always active. What about now? Talk. You're supposed to be talking. No targets. Execute as peasant. I don't get why that's not working. I need one of you to kind of just hang out with me for a while. I know this isn't really the most civil way to do this, but I will get it done this way. Okay, talk to me, huh? Anything? No. Failed to execute tell raw as peasant. Why? Maybe I could execute it at the peasant as everyone around the peasant. Hey, that works. And it stops if I'm not near them? Oh, it worked. Okay, good. I got it. So now I've got NPC dialogue. Yes. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to clone it. And then I'm going to set it up to chain, and the other two will happen later. So this time he's going to say something else. But I'll worry about that in a second. I'm going to clone it again. Now I've got NPC dialogue 2 and 3. So next thing the peasant should say is you like bread? Alright, what else? They need some lore here. Meowlands is dangerous. Be careful. There we go. Okay, they all send it at once, and that's not great. Execute at as all. That's kind of annoying, but I don't really know how to fix that. I think I do. I think the closer you get to them, the more things they will say to you. So really, this speech, you'd have to be closer to hear it. And this one, you're going to have to be really close. There. So now they may both say to me, I'll give you whatever, I'll give you CC for wheat, but only this guy's telling me that I like bread, or that he likes, or asking me if I like bread. Yeah, see? Oh, this is perfect. And he's not even talking to me about that third option. But if I got really close, maybe. Let's see, what's he gonna do? Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is so cool. I've just created dialogue, and it is set up perfectly. So as a reward, you are free to go. I'll make another one if I need to. Okay, so we've got bread trading NPCs. This is great. Now, what else? What else did I want them to do? I wanted it to be so you could just be traveling anywhere and randomly run into these people. So I'm going to need summoning power now. So how will I summon them? I think I'm going to just clone the top one like I usually do and use it, so I don't need any of this. What I need is that. So alright, I know which one I need. I need a zone detector. So the next thing is to choose where people like that villager show up in the world. I need what I call a zone detector, and it's something that detects where a player is. And so a player, these are zone detectors, and the creative zone detector is set up to not let people leave the city. That's right. And so this will make it so villagers only show up when you're in the city. And you can leave the city in this world and go into the wilderness. And so I don't want them showing up out there, because that would be weird for there to be like peasants out in the wilderness and in caves and stuff. That I could have adventurers or explorers out there, but not peasants. So the peasants need to stay here. I don't want any wheat right now. Alright. Now I've got the block I need to build the code off of. Let's see where we're running with time. 40 minutes, man. I've done this in under an hour. So I'm way better at this than floor is lava, that's for sure. Alright, so execute as everyone who is tag mode. Right, so now this only works for people who are in city mode. And this is great. That means if you're in creative mode, they're not going to show up and be annoying to you, because that is kind of, that would get really annoying fast. So anyone in city mode, unless they are, oh wait, no, I don't want it to be unless. Instead of unless, I want it to be if the entity is inside of the city. So if the entity is inside of the city, then there's a chance to summon one of these guys. Now I need to remember how summon works. Summon. And what do I want peasants to be? I mean, you would think villagers, but I don't want all these villagers wandering around my world. Villagers can be kind of annoying. So instead, let's see. What kind of peasants do I really want? Let's see. What do you think, Mr. Putty Wuddy? Do you think goats, huh? Goats are a good peasant? Okay, you got it, man. Peasants are gonna be goats. Yeah, I mean it. I mean, some other things too. But that's gonna be one of them. Alright, so summon. Goat. Summon goat. And now I get to name it. And then I decide its placement. Alright. So summon goat. Whoops. I've got a great idea. I don't know if this is a good idea. I think this could have some bad results, but some good results too. Basically, what this does is it's gonna spawn the goat 10 blocks behind you, but 10 blocks behind where you're looking. So if you are walking around that way looking up a lot, they're gonna spawn underground. No, that doesn't work at all. No, it just doesn't work. It'll have to be tildes. And I'm gonna do north and south. So this is NPC spawn. So this will spawn them, I think. Repeat unconditional, always active. When should we get them? So 300 would be every 15 seconds. And so 1200 would be every minute. I would think 10 minutes would be good. Every 10 minutes, one of these showing up, that makes sense. Now, since I'm going to have 2, I need to double that. Now this one, clone. Repeat chain. This one happens half the time, and it'll happen the other way. Now, if we're gonna have goat peasants, we're gonna have sheep peasants too. There we go. Repeat unconditional, always active. There. Now we literally have a full NPC system. And trust me, I'm gonna make a whole bracket of these things so that we have all sorts of different villagers to interact with, and even ones that are very rare and specific, like not just peasants but like big groupings of people. But basically what we've got here, and I'll open up every one of them to show you what they do again, so you can read the code and code it for yourself if you want. So this first one is the NPC yeah, hold on. Let me give this person something to do. Oh, I know what to do. I forget I have this. Okay, time to summon. No. Structure, load, Ah, that thing is so funny. Okay, so to finish up the showcase, because we're almost out of time, the NPC defense, this is repeat unconditional, always active, and it delays and ticks. This we're gonna make 10, so it happens happens twice a second. That way they're never caught off guard. But the actual thing I'm gonna do here is I'm not gonna give them resistance 10. I'm gonna give them resistance 1, or actually 0, which is 1. And that means they can be killed, and that's okay. And regeneration, I'm not gonna give them regeneration 10. I'm gonna give them regeneration 1. So now they're actually killable characters. And that's good because they'll be summoned in, so you won't need infinite amounts of them. Alright, now this is the one where they sell wheat. So if you go up to them and throw wheat at them, they will buy it from you. This is a really tricky code, but if you look and type it slow, you'll figure it out and it won't be a problem. I do have those section signs in there that are hidden. You don't need to use those really. And so the claim is very similar to the buy, but it's a little bit different. Then I start a new repeater. So this chain ends. This chain is happening twice a second. So twice a second they're able to buy stuff and they get their stats. But up here, this runs every 300 ticks. So every 15 seconds, this fires. Then it hits the chain, but delays in 100 ticks. And this one delays in 100 ticks. So what this does is every 5 seconds, they move to the next one. And that's how I set up the dialogue. I also set up the dialogue with shrinking radius. So this one has R7, but this one only has R4, and this one has R2. And this makes it so the more interesting topics, they say very quietly and close by, so you have to get close to them. This will be harder now that they are not villagers and they are goats. Now this is a new repeater, so I break this chain and start a new repeater because this is the spawning logic. I have it set to execute only as people who have tagged at mode city. So you might want to do this executing it as people who are in the game mode survival or something, but you really don't even need that. You can just do at all. And then I do if entity at p, and then I do these chords. This makes sure that they're inside my city. If you want it to just work anywhere, just erase all those numbers and have at p. Then I do run summon, goat, peasant, tilde, 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 and then -10 spawns the monster 10 blocks north of you. The second one I set at 12,000, so it happens 10 minutes after the other one. And in this one I have the same code, except the tilde is 10 instead of -10, and it's a sheep instead of a goat, and this one spawns to the south. So that's it. I don't know what else to add. I mean, I could add some more stuff. Like I could extend it and add more buy claim chunks. I could double this up and just make that move over. And I could add a ton of them so they could buy all sorts of things. And I could stretch the dialogue out so they talk for a very long time if I want like a storytelling NPC. This is so cool. And now I can also choose to create something that spawns just one of them somewhere. So instead of basing it on spawning them around the player, I could choose to have an NPC show up in a certain room all the time. And I actually already have that. That's what Mr. Putty Wuddy is. If somebody, for any horrible reason, kills Mr. Putty Wuddy, he just re-summons himself. And so that code I have already exists. And it's my cafe customer code. It's this. So execute unless entity add entity name Mr. Putty Wuddy. So this executes unless this creature exists. So I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. What that means is the second Mr. Putty Wuddy comes into existence, they won't summon another one. So these limit it to one. And you know what? I probably need these for peasants so that there's just not tons of peasants being summoned in, but whatever. 10 minutes in between peasants, that's not a big deal to worry about, but we might have to worry about that later. Anyway, the last thing I want to do is go try and see if they show up. And to do that, I need a crystal. Hey. Oh boy, if I was just more patient. There we go. Alright, so let's go into survival now, which is this portal. And now, oh my gosh. Okay, that's not good. Whoa. Alright. There is something wrong with the code. That summoned a lot of them. Huh. It's very delayed. I don't understand. What was that about? Maybe that was from before I got there. You know, maybe that was while I was coding, someone was down here. Are they even called peasants? They are. Wow, I don't want all of these peasants talking to me. That sounded rude. You'll give me some wheat? Yeah, I bet you will. Hold on. There we go. Is that happening constantly? No. Is this all my items? Yeah, it is. Alright. So, that must have been while I was coding, someone was in survival. And so now it's not going to happen that way. Let's see. If this is 121. Yeah, so peasants should spawn like over there by the edge of the curb or over there by that tree. And it'll happen every 10 minutes or so while you're playing survival. So if you want to meet a peasant, you have to be in survival mode, which I can't tell you how useful that is. Because check this out. I'm probably going to get to keep creative mode a little longer now because of this. So if I was in creative mode and I could summon peasants, no, wait, they can just summon them and come back. No, yeah, this is probably the end of creative mode now, because once people find out they can just give wheat to the peasants, they are gonna do that. They're gonna go wheat. You know, I don't even mind really. It's fine actually. I'm not gonna get rid of it yet, because there's faster ways to make money even than to just spam wheat like this, making 5 every time you drop it. there's faster ways to make money than that in in Meowlands. So if you're like a spammer and you're just trying to like get all the money you can get, capture flags. That's how to do it. That's how people have like hundreds of thousands of cat crystals, is you just keep capturing all these flags. Like, see that flag? That's my flag now. Oh. What? One moment, technical difficulty. That was weird. That was really weird. How did I end up over here? Okay. So the last thing I was talking about was the flags. Yeah. So if you just run up to a flag, push this button, it becomes your flag. And if you're in a guild, which you have to be in a guild for this to work, then you got a flag. Bam. You know? Well, so that's my flag. And so I'll make money based on how many flags there are that belong to me. Whoa. What is this? Whoa. That was fast. Whoa, when did this get here? Well, we have a new something. It looks like Olsen's building something really big here. Wow, that's cool. I didn't even know that was there. Alright, I'm going to let you guys go. This is Super Meow's channel. We are here at the Meowlands. If you want to join, I've left the realm in the description. I'm just going to hang out and wait for some peasants to show up. Make sure to like, subscribe. Oh wait, I'm in creative. They can't even show up. Look, like, subscribe, please. I've got 100 something subscribers, and if I get to 1,000, I probably will make $1 million on YouTube, and we can just keep going with this. Make such a big city, and really, trust me, it's a big city. You see this? Do you think this is my city? That's not my city. That's just my castle. I'll show you my city. Follow me. Yeah. This is my portal room. It's going to be linked to all the different places. So, wow. Okay, Summer seems to own most of the territory in the world. But this is the territory map. And this is the world map. So, here's where we are. We are in this rampart right here. This is where the flags are coded and stuff. And this is the fire zone. This is summer guild zone, air zone, or Crunchington. There's so much. This is spring guild. There's so much going on here. So make sure to join, and I'll see you next time.